Imagine showing this band to someone 50 years ago.
Angine de Poitrine.
Two musicians hiding behind giant paper masks, playing rhythms that constantly trip over themselves, using notes that sound completely out of tune. No catchy vocals, no polished pop production, no familiar structure. By every rule of modern music, this should never work. And yet, millions of people can't stop watching them. So, what's happening? Is this just internet hype? Or is something much deeper happening inside your brain? Because the strange truth is, your brain actually enjoys music that sounds wrong. And this band seems to understand that better than almost anyone else. For decades, Western music has followed the same basic language. 12 notes, predictable scales, comfortable harmonies. Our ears grow up learning these patterns. Without realizing it, your brain builds a giant prediction machine. Every melody teaches it what should happen next. When someone plays a C major chord, your brain already expects where the music wants to go. Prediction becomes comfort. Comfort becomes familiarity. And familiarity becomes pleasure. But here's the problem. Your brain also gets bored. If every song follows the same patterns, eventually your brain stops paying attention. It has already solved the puzzle. Humans evolved to notice novelty. Something unexpected. Something unusual. Something slightly wrong. That's how we survived. A strange sound in the forest. An unfamiliar face. A movement that doesn't belong. Your attention immediately shifts. Music works the same way. When something violates expectations, your brain wakes up. It starts asking questions. What was that? Did I hear that correctly? What happens next? Curiosity replaces prediction. And curiosity is addictive. That's exactly where this band lives. Right between order and chaos. Their music sounds unstable. Like it could collapse at any moment. The rhythms refuse to settle. The harmonies feel uncomfortable. The melodies wander somewhere unfamiliar. But somehow it still grooves. You still want to move. You still want to hear the next phrase. It's confusing, but irresistible, because your brain has entered exploration mode. Then comes perhaps the strangest ingredient of all: microtones. Most Western music divides an octave into 12 equal notes. It's a system we've used for centuries. But nothing in nature says there must only be 12. Between every piano key, there are infinitely many possible pitches. Most musicians ignore them. This band doesn't. Instead, they built custom instruments capable of playing notes that sit between the notes we're used to hearing. Their homemade double-neck microtonal guitar became a defining part of their sound and identity. The result is fascinating. Your ears can't decide if the instrument is perfectly tuned or completely broken. It feels wrong, but intentionally wrong, like hearing a language that almost makes sense. This creates tension. Not emotional tension, perceptual tension. Your auditory system keeps trying to organize the sounds into familiar categories. Major, minor, happy, sad, stable, unstable. But the music keeps escaping those labels. Your brain keeps chasing patterns that never completely arrive. And that search itself becomes enjoyable, like trying to solve a puzzle that keeps changing shape. There's another reason this music feels so alive. We now live in an age where almost everything sounds perfect. Digital editing, pitch correction, quantization, streaming algorithms that optimize familiarity. Everything has become cleaner, safer, more predictable. But humans aren't perfect. We hesitate. We rush. We bend notes. We create tiny imperfections that make performances feel alive. This band embraces that unpredictability instead of hiding it, creating a sound many listeners describe as deeply human despite its alien appearance. Ironically, the stranger it becomes, the more human it feels. And then there is the visual side, the masks, the dots, the silence, the absurdity. Your brain doesn't separate what you hear from what you see. Vision changes perception. If these same songs were played by two ordinary musicians in jeans and t-shirts, would they feel as mysterious? Probably not. Your senses combine everything into one experience. The costumes tell your brain, this is something you've never seen before. And suddenly you listen differently. What's remarkable is that underneath all the weirdness, the songs are actually full of groove. Strong repetition, hypnotic loops, danceable rhythms. Your body understands them even when your ears don't. That's the secret. Pure randomness isn't enjoyable. Pure predictability isn't either. The sweet spot lies somewhere in between. Enough structure to hold on to. Enough chaos to stay curious. That's where surprise becomes pleasure. Maybe that's why this band exploded across the internet. Not because people suddenly became fans of experimental music, but because people are starving for surprise. After years of hearing songs optimized by algorithms, something genuinely unpredictable appeared. And millions of brains collectively said, I have no idea what this is, but I need to hear it again. So why is everyone obsessed with this weird band? Maybe because they accidentally discovered something ancient about human perception. Our brains don't just enjoy beauty. They enjoy mystery. They enjoy puzzles. They enjoy the feeling of almost understanding something. Sometimes the most fascinating music isn't the music that sounds right. It's the music that almost sounds wrong. And maybe that's exactly why you can't stop listening. If you enjoyed this journey into the science behind music, subscribe for more videos exploring why music makes us feel what we feel. Because sometimes understanding the strangest sounds teaches us the most about ourselves.